A tamari e mori na tātou katoa I te whānau. The moon today is Ōtāne. It crept up so fast. And of course, tomorrow's Orongonui, Mauri, and then we get into Mutu Whenua, Whiro. So today is a good time to be doing as much as possible before we start to have the real wind down of Mutu Whenua, the final moon, and then Whiro. So yeah, it's going fast, isn't it? Whānau. Pehea ana koutou katoa I tēnei ata. I am here in Tamaki, Makaurau, came down last night. I have some mahi at the Maritime Museum, but presenting to them, and when I go out and present, I always have something that I design specific for the audience. And so that's something pretty cool today, talking to the Maritime Museum. Of course, all of us came on a waka here, whether we came from the islands or whether we came from the other side of the world. We're very much a ocean-going people of a history that comes from that. But before I talk any further, I just wanted to acknowledge that I'm in Tamaki Makaurau, that I'm in the rohe of Ngāti Whātua and mihi atu to the iwi kāinga here. And also I know that Joe Hawke, the rangatira, has recently passed. And I just wanted to give a special mention to the Takaparawa, the Bastion Point whānau, the iwi kāinga from here. And I'm not sure if any of you have seen that documentary that Merita made about Bastion Point. It's very powerful. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Of course, Bastion Point was a land occupation that happened in the 70s, and Joe Hawke, being a part of that, was a real progressive leader for the people. And he went on to do many things. I never met the man, but I just wanted to take the opportunity to mihi atu to him, his family, all of those freedom fighters at Bastion Point. That's really set a standard at a time when in the city our voice was not heard, and to support our whānau from here. When I go to other places in the country, like if I go to, say, to Rotorua, and I don't just go to Rotorua on a holiday and to have a good time, I always think of the people from there and acknowledge that I'm in someone else's area. Same if I was to go to Taranaki. So I don't know how other people travel throughout the world. I see a lot of people come into our country and they have no thought of the tangata whenua, which I always do. It's really important. And that's why I wouldn't go to another person's beach or area and just go and gather kai, because I respect the home people from there. And that's quite a way when you're conscious of these things, to respect the home people for the areas that you're in. So yeah, mihi atu kia tātou katoa I runga I te āhuatanga o te rā. And of course all of our families came down here to Auckland in the urban drift, they call it. And when I go out, when I'm in the city, I like to be right in the city and see what's going on. This is the city environment. And I go out and I see my people on the streets. And I do something that I call as a street tax. And I always give them 20 buckas. Here you go. Not to everyone, just once a day or whatever. And that's my street tax. And whatever the whānau want to spend it on is up to them. But if I'm here in Tamaki and I'm spending money, I'm going to somewhere nice to eat, well, that's my tax I pay to my whānau living rough on the streets. And we have to ask ourselves, why are they living like that? Breakdown of family relationships, no support, no whenua, no whenua. If they had some whenua, they'd have somewhere to go back to. So yeah, that's my kōrero for us all today. Morena. I'll try and have a look at your comments. I'm just using my phone today, so a little bit different. If anyone has a shop in Tamaki Makaurau and wants to stock our maramataka, we've got a couple of big boxes here, and that might be a lot cheaper on postage for our family living here. Yeah, so if anyone has a shop, let me know, and then I'll pānui it out to you, or where that is, so you can go and get your maramataka. So when we were growing up, the Flash cousins always came from the city. And do you think things are changing? That our whānau in the city actually have got it quite hard at the moment. It's not as that easy to be living in these places. And we saw that during the COVID when our whānau were in lockdown here. It was very difficult for them. So big mahi to my cousins out in Rewa and in Mangere Bridge, Ōtāne. If I pronounce those names the right way, that my cousins would think I was rude talking to them like that. It's Ōtāne. Yeah. So, aku mihi katoa kia ka tātou. And what else did I have to say? I'm looking at my list. Yeah, I think that's about it. But have a really good day. I'm glad to be here. Like I said, I'm going to the Maritime Museum, having a special kōrero for them today. Different kind of audience from my usual. What's everyone up to at the gym? God, I haven't gone for a few days. I'll be walking the streets today. Yeah, so that's me. Aku mahi katoa kia koutou. Remember, everyone in the city, often I'll say to people, where are you from? And they'll go, no hia koe. And they'll say, Auckland. I'm from Auckland. And I think, but where are you really from? Really from? They're like, yeah, Auckland. And it's good. I think we really need to reflect and review our place in the city at the moment when we've got somewhere else to go to, but we just don't turn up back at home. There's a process to it. There's a way of doing it with respect. But we definitely have a place here in Tamaki Makaurau, and to be supporting our iwi from here, like Ngāti Whātua, like Pānea and them out at Ihu Mātau. So we're seen here too, and seen right up front and very strong, and living as rangatira in the city, not living on the streets. We come to the city and we live as rangatira. So, ngā mihi kia koutou katoa on our moon of Ōtāne. Good day today, Ōtāne. And of course, Ōrongonui, another good one, Mauri. You'll feel the drops by the time we hit the weekend. So kia kaha, kia mahi tika e roto i te rangi Māori. Don't forget to order your maramataka. It's only a few more days and we're into the tauhou o te Māori and launching off our new maramataka. Ngā mihi kia koutou katoa atu i Tāmaki, muck around. Hini ho tere ne kia pai tō koutou rā.